So there are currently a bunch of animation channels getting demonetized by YouTube, one being Yoontoons, another one being Kelsey Animated, and another one being Honobread. So these three animation channels are making what looks like to be content that is actually within YouTube's guidelines, and yet all three of these channels have been completely demonetized for completely bizarre reasons. So this person said, apparently my entire YouTube channel got demonetized. I don't understand why this is suddenly happening. It says it could take 2 weeks to even answer, so I can't earn anything during that time when I didn't do anything to violate the policy. So Team YouTube replies and says, you can appeal your YouTube partner. You already know it's going to be a bot replying. YPP suspension directly through YouTube Studio, provided you submit your request within 21 days. Once submitted, our team will review your appeal and get back to you within 14 days. So that means 14 days of this person not being able to earn any money, by the way. If approved, your channel will rejoin YPP and the monetization will be restored. If it denied, you must wait 90 days from your initial suspension date to adjust your content and reapply. So Yoontoons replies and says, I did this, but you just denied my appeal without any explanation as to why. And now I have to wait 90 days to reapply with no income. Please let me talk to a person. We sent you a DM for further info. We know getting your channel's monetization reinstated is important. So luckily, this person over here who is talking to YouTube, they have since gotten their monetization reinstated. So it looks like YouTube was actually walking this one back, but I don't think the other two animators have been as lucky yet. This animation channel went over to YouTube and said, my entire channel was wrongfully demonetized out of the blue, and I am not the only one. Many other creators are in the same situation. So whether you have heard about this before or if this is new news to you, please share this. So from what I've read, Team YouTube didn't even actually reply to this person specifically, but this is yet another animation channel, which from what I've seen makes totally normal content, and YouTube went ahead and demonetized them. And the reason that they're demonetizing these channels, as I'll show you guys in a minute, is really, really weird. Here's another channel named Honobread, basically saying, please help me get in contact with a real person, help lift my channel's demonetization. This whole system feels so unfair, and the fact that it's happening to so many other creators is insane. Something needs to be done about this. Have you checked the earn page in Studio? You might be able to submit a more detailed appeal directly to the review in Studio. Otherwise, you can submit a form to send your explanation to help us make a more informed decision. Apparently, we need to help them make more informed decisions. That's weird on YouTube's part. And so this is actually why these channels are getting demonetized. So they are actually getting demonetized for violating the misleading family content policy. I don't even know what that is. We'll look it up here in a second. I am unable and was never able to submit an appeal and would greatly appreciate a manual review by a member of the YouTube team. I've dedicated years to creating original animated storytime content from scratch, including the scripts, artwork, animation, and editing. My goal has always been to create authentic original content that complies with YouTube's policies. Not a problem at all. Unfortunately, we aren't able to help you with an appeal for this decision. We'd encourage you to reapply to YPP on the date shown in the Earn tab in Studio, so basically in 90 days. In the meantime, here's what you can do, and it just gives them a thread of frequently asked questions about how my channel is not allowed to earn, so this really doesn't help that person at all. So they reply with, how am I supposed to reapply when I was never told what got my channel demonetized in the first place? Then I'm supposed to wait even more and not have a guaranteed approval? Please help make this right and actually get me connected with helpful people. Because of complicated life circumstances happening to me during the 21-day window, I was not given an opportunity to appeal by the time it was brought to my attention. I've already tried opening a case with support chat, and I'm told the same thing with no clear answers. So let's go ahead and look up that misleading family content policy that they're talking about. Let's go and find the Google help page for it. So this is actually a subset of their child safety policy. So they're basically saying these channels are violating child safety policies. So here are some of the things that could get you for misleading family content. Content that targets young minors and families but contains sexual themes, violence, obscenity, or other mature themes not suitable for young audiences, medical procedures, self-harm, use of adult horror characters, other inappropriate themes intended to shock young audiences and characters. And then it's like a whole bunch of other stuff. So basically what they're saying is you are making content that is targeting kids to be the main priority audience for your channel, but you are putting harmful themes in your video. So essentially it's almost like shock content for kids. Pretty much it's exactly like ElsaGate when you think about it. So let's look at these channels one by one and see if they actually apply with what YouTube is saying. So looking at their channel, you know, it looks like they're doing some type of like story time content and stuff like that. And other than the fact that it's like made in like an anime style, I really don't see how it's like targeted towards kids. Obviously anime is also made for adults, and actually there are a lot of adult animes out there as well. So I don't see how anything here is inherently targeted towards kids. And like I said about the video I made about, you know, ASMR channels getting demonetized, I understand that this type of content is not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not asking you guys to like this type of content. I've personally never consumed any of this type of content. But at the end of the day, we need to be able to fight for real YouTubers who are making actual content that is creative content for the platform. From what I understand, these are all unique animations that are specifically made for YouTube. So it is creative content that we could use a lot of. It's definitely better than a lot of the AI slop out there. So this channel looks like it's totally fine. There's actually a lot of adult themes in the channel. I really don't see how it's being targeted towards kids. So the next one we're going to look at is Kelsey Animated. So this channel, once again, I believe believe was demonetized for that misleading family content or whatever. So basically, looking at the themes of their channel, it also looks like it's a little bit more adult oriented. Other than the fact that it is made in an animation style of like cartoon characters or whatever, I really don't see how this could be like targeting children as their main audience and stuff. And even if it was, this channel actually seems a lot more tame than the other one in terms of like the adult content, in terms of the salacious content, other than, I guess stuff like that. But, it doesn't really seem to be like mainly targeting kids as like their main channel, main demographic. And even if it is, I feel like these types of channels should actually be given a chance to fix themselves when they're going ahead and just getting completely demonetized, right? Because again, these look like unique animations made specifically for YouTube. There are, content that are made for more adult themes on YouTube, right? Just because some kids are stumbling upon that, that shouldn't be the content creator's fault unless they are specifically going out of their way to target kids, right? And I'm not going to go ahead and watch every single video on these channels to try to fact check that. But for the most part, like I said, these seem to be creative content creators that are making specifically animation content for YouTube. So you have to give them props on that alone. And the last one, which I believe is actually the biggest content creator here, is Yoontoons, and they are the ones that actually got their monetization reinstated. So YouTube took a second look, which they often do. YouTube has like this weird habit where they will go ahead and demonetize or ban a channel, and they'll say, our decision is final. We've done this after, quote, careful human review. Everything is all good. We checked it, double checked it, triple checked it, right? But then what happens is the channels actually end up making some noise on Twitter, and then all of a sudden YouTube has this epiphany where they change their mind, where they're like, you know what, we were totally wrong with everything that we did. Yeah, your channel is actually fine. So this channel, keep in mind, like, they are mainly getting demonetized for apparently trying to target kids, right? And again, other than the actual animation style, there's no real argument that you can make that this channel is trying to specifically target children. Are there some adult themes here? Yes, but again, at the same time, there are so many adult type content creators on YouTube. By adult content, I don't mean like, videos on the hub, but, content that is supposed to be for 18 and up, right? This channel seems to be like one of those channels. So it seems like this is a type of channel that is being accused of targeting kids, but it, obviously YouTube seems to disagree with themselves now, because this person just made a live stream today, in fact, saying that they are now monetized again. So these three animation channels specifically are the ones that have been demonetized. So just a little bit of an update from what I understand. Yoontoons has gotten their monetization back. Kelsey and Honobread have not. The issue with YouTube doing this type of stuff, and this is a point I've made in other videos as well, is they're driving away real content creators from their platform. These are real content creators who are making actual dedicated animations for YouTube. And because YouTube is going to keep demonetizing these guys without giving them any warning or good reason, they may be dissuaded from uploading on YouTube, and this may lead to them uploading on other platforms as well. YouTube is driving away their creative content creators who make actual content for the website specifically, and welcoming AI slop content, because YouTube, until very recently, has not really been demonetizing or stopping AI slop content at all. They have been actually prioritizing it, and that's why, horrible channels like Masters of Prophecy are getting 35 million subs. What would you guys rather have? This type of content, that might not be your cup of tea, but at the end of the day, it's unique animation content for YouTube? Or would you rather have Masters of Prophecy, an AI slop music channel that has managed to amass 36 million subscribers, more than all of the channels that we just looked at combined, and YouTube has done nothing to stifle the growth of this channel, demonetize them, or flag them in any sort of way, shape, or form? Like I said, even though this type of content is not my cup of tea, I would rather have this type of content on YouTube any day over the, AI slop content that you'll see on YouTube, especially those AI slop music channels, man. I just can't wrap my head around the fact that a channel like this has 36 million subscribers. This is not Photoshop. Go check that channel yourself. They have managed to get more subscribers than pretty much any YouTube channel ever will in the history of YouTube. And this is the type of content that they make, these AI slop thumbnails and everything, which is another point. It doesn't look like these guys are being lazy with their titles or thumbnails or anything like that. It looks like these guys are making really unique titles and thumbnails for every single video, and their reward is to get demonetized and to have a botted conversation with Team YouTube. Speaking of bots, our channel has been getting sub-botted all over the place, our main channel, gaming channel, Twitter, and Twitch. So if you guys could do me a favor and leave a like on the video and subscribe with notifications on so you guys don't miss the next stream or video, I would appreciate that. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. YouTube is demonetizing animation channels. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.